Hi everybody, Shanna Olson here, and I want to talk to you today about some tips and tricks when you get your 3D Plus product. So this is our new enhanced formula, and it is different than our previous formula. We get better results, quicker results, but you might find it applies a little bit different. So these are the tips and tricks that I've collected myself and with other people that have found the best results to get one coat amazing lashes. So it comes in your box, right? Comes in your carrying pouch. The number one thing that is crucial important when you take out your tubes here, if I can get them out of the container, the gel. When you first open your gel, I have not found any other mascara out there that's not like this, even the Walmart department stores. The very first time, it seems like there's not very much product on your brush. And you might even take your brush when you first get it on and put it on your hand and just see it's how light it is, how it's barely getting on your skin. That means it's barely getting on your lashes. If you don't get a good coat of this on your lashes, these fibers won't stay. They're dry. They have to have something, the gel, to make them stay. So if you, me personally, when I first get mine, to make sure I've really applied a good coat of gel, I put a little bit, I do just like I showed you, and I don't pump, that adds air to your product, swirl. Also, I slowly pull it out like that because it is a thicker consistency than it used to be, and it has a tendency to, on the ends, because it is thicker, the way it comes out of the tube, it does get more product on the end. So going like this, perfectly fine. I've had to do that on many, many mascaras in my life, so it's not a big deal to me because I get amazing results, so I don't mind a little bit of technique to get the results I need. But I always, the first few times, make sure, and this comes off pretty easy, so it's not like, but you know, I want to make sure I'm getting a good coat. See, that's a much better coat, and I just swirled this in there. And you want to do that the first few times so you get the hang of how much gel's on your wand. I'm going to put it back in. Another technique that I have found, sometimes for me, I am not a makeup artist. I am normal, average girl that is learning at my age to apply makeup differently than I ever have. I was always an eyeliner, mascara, maybe some concealer. That was all I've ever done, and I'm having fun playing with the shadows and everything else. But one thing, sometimes if you're new or you're just not having great results with the gel, it's a little thicker and maybe harder to work with, you can actually add to it. And I've done that. For me, I add our rose water, and I just squirt it right like there, just to give myself a little more time to put the gel on my lashes. And I go right to it. You can use saline solution if you need to, if you like your mascara a little more runny per se than so thick. And it's really just a personal preference. Nothing's right or wrong. It doesn't mess with the formula in any way. It's just a personal preference. On the first few times I was using the product, I did that till I got used to it, and I don't need to do it anymore. I'm used to how it works now. So it's just a little learning curve for me. So once you've got a very good, just like that simple, you're gonna put a very generous amount of gel, and I already have some on this today, and I put them on both sides, the tops, and then I push them back up. The reason why I do that is because I'm going to apply the fibers on both the top sides and the bottoms of my lashes. Okay, now I've got it wet. Don't do underneath. I've seen people go right to putting the gel on the bottom. That's wet right there. You need to get these fibers on while your gel is still wet. Now, tip number 2, so important. Way too many fibers on that wand. You go putting that to your eye, it's going to look like this. See that clump right there? All over your eyelashes, and you can't manage it. It's way too much product. at one time. That's like dumping a ton of foundation in your hand and trying to blend it all in your face. It doesn't work like that. So, technique here for the fibers. This is okay to pump because it is dry. You're not putting air into it. But see how much better that is? And see how these ones that are off? There are so many fibers in here. Don't worry about losing or running out. The first few times I use my wand, and this is a brand new wand, brand new package I just opened, I actually just scrape them off. They just come right off. See? Put them in my sink. And then I go right to my lashes. And I just focus on the tips like that. And I place a little bit on the back sides. Just like that. You can see I got a little thicker right there. No problem. Just straighten that one out. And I put it back in the tube. If you have them both out of their tubes, sometimes people have accidentally put them in the wrong holders. Put them back in your tube. Now I'm going to go back to my gel. See, it's a lot better on my wand, just messing with the wand a few times. I always do this to the end because too much product, not a good thing. It's very hard to work with. And then I'm just going to the middle to tips, focusing on where I put those fibers at. And remember, I put them on the back side, so I got to put some gel to seal them in on the back side. So just like that. See, it's already coming much better product when you have less to work with. Okay, so it is a little bit of a learning curve. Not going to, it is different to than putting on regular mascara. The very first time you put on mascara, it took you a while to get the hang of it. Whether you turn the wand, you know, the long ways, or if you went with your lashes, if you turned it this way. So you have to do the same with this. Give it a try. If you have, when you're putting your fibers on and you have them falling down on your cheek when you're doing this, you have too many on your wand. So plus side, it does just brush away. But if that is happening, just come back or take your fingers. If you don't want to get your fingers, use a paper towel. Just scrape your wand, get some off of there so that you have less to work with, and then apply the product. Hope those tips help you. I know they've helped me. I know they've helped several of my customers and lots of other presenters just getting the best results. This is amazing mascara, and we want everyone to have amazing, long, beautiful lashes. This is just what I put on here. This is one coat that I applied about 6 o'clock this morning, so it's amazing. So if you have any questions, feel free to send me a message, comment on my email, on my videos. I'm here to help whenever. Thanks, guys. Have a good day.